Chamber of the City of Albany and Dougherty County. The EDC leads our community in the effort to grow jobs and business investment and to promote Albany-Dougherty County as an ideal business location. I'd like to invite EDC Board Chair Jay Smith to the podium.
Thank you, Tommy, and good morning, everybody. I think this is probably the happiest day in accountants' lives. They will have a good time tonight. I again want to thank our elected officials for all they do for our community. To our audience this morning, thank you for being here in support of our existing industries and of our EDC, and for everything you do to move Albany-Dougherty County forward. During Albany-Dougherty Industry Celebration Week, we focus on our existing industries and we recognize and promote their contributions. Our annual EDC Industry Awards, which we'll get to in just a bit, highlight industry's accomplishments in the areas of global commerce, economic impact, excellence and innovation, and corporate community citizenship. The EDC couldn't lead the initiatives that help local businesses grow and expand without the commitment, vision, and support of its board of directors, nor without the dedication of its staff, Justin Strickland, our president, Barbara Rivera-Holmes, our vice president, Reedy Hawkins, director of marketing and research, and Suzanne McKinney, our executive assistant. If the board members would please stand. Thank y'all. We have a really great group. The staff is just awesome. We also wouldn't be as strong without our volunteers. Today we have the honor of being joined by Colonel Don Davis in what is his last public appearance before he takes his new post in a few weeks. During his time here, Colonel Davis has been a friend of EDC, a torchbearer for the importance of thoughtful economic development, and most importantly, an ambassador for Albany-Dougherty County. He co-chaired our renewal task force and was key in the development and launch of our Only One Albany campaign. He even took time off work to participate in the campaign's radio commercials. Colonel Davis, please join me up here. We can't thank you enough for being a member of the team, but we can send you off with a tote. A tote. Filled with all of our Only One Albany merchandise, which I'm wearing. In your travels, we hope you remember that you'll always have friends and home in Albany, Georgia. It's my pleasure now to introduce Justin Strickland, President of the Albany-Dougherty Economic Development Commission.
Thanks, Jay. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Good. At EDC, we have a three-pronged approach to economic development: recruitment of new industry, retention and expansion of existing industry, and the renewal and marketing of Albany-Dougherty County. We're proud that we've had success in each of those areas. In recruitment, we just announced the location of Webstaurant Store, an online retailer of restaurant supplies and equipment, which will create 150 new jobs and invest $10 million in Albany-Dougherty County. We've also announced a $200 million biomass plant at P&G, which will create 500 construction jobs and up to 75 full-time jobs when they're operational. In marketing and renewal, we've successfully launched our There's Only One Albany marketing campaign, which focuses on rediscovering what makes Albany special and restoring community pride. I hope you've seen our website, onlyonealbany.com, and watched the videos and shared those with people. Our Only One Albany merchandise, which includes a license plate and gift tote that we gave Colonel Davis today, has sold very well, and we're already placing reorders. And if you want to purchase that, it's available. It's kind of like going to a concert. We've got the merchandise table right outside, so be sure to hit that up on your way out. In the retention and expansion industry, we're proud that Thrush Aircraft is going to add 100 new jobs here, bringing its total employment to nearly 300. Let's give them a round of applause. Each component of our economic development strategy is equally important, and everything we do, right down to this morning's centerpieces, are in support of that strategy. This year's centerpieces feature 2 green and local products. The pine seedlings represent the wood products that will be sourced regionally to fuel the new biomass plant at P&G. The boxes, which today we're using as planters, are made right here in Albany by Pratt Industries of 100% recycled materials. You can't get more local than that. Pratt Industries is committed to creating green jobs across America. We thank Drew Pennington and Robert Wood of Pratt Industries for donating the boxes. At EDC, we work closely with the city and the county. We appreciate being able to work on behalf of them for the good of Albany and Dougherty County. We're joined today by Mayor Dorothy Hubbard and Dougherty County Commission Chairman Chris Cohilas, who will present a joint proclamation recognizing the importance of our existing industries.
Good morning. In Albany-Dougherty County, we have placed a high importance on ensuring what we are doing well and with our industry. We must pursue new business opportunities, but we must keep and grow the ones we have. Thank you, existing businesses and industry, for your commitment to this community.
I will read the proclamation. Whereas the Albany-Dougherty Economic Development Commission, recognizing that the community's existing industries are one of its greatest and most critical assets, has created Albany-Dougherty Industry Celebration Week as a way of honoring businesses' successes and contributions locally, regionally, nationally, and globally.
Albany-Dougherty Industry Celebration Week promotes local industry, creates awareness among the public and the community's industrial diversity, unites citizens and businesses, and promotes Albany-Dougherty County as an ideal business location.
Whereas Albany-Dougherty County is the commercial capital of Southwest Georgia, with strong sectors in healthcare, defense, logistics, manufacturing, professional services, and retail.
And whereas the Albany-Dougherty Economic Development Commission's Industry Awards recognize industries in the area of global commerce, economic impact, excellence in innovation, and corporate community citizenship.
Whereas Albany-Dougherty Industry Celebration Week will be held annually.
Therefore, I, Dorothy Hubbard, Mayor of the City of Albany,
and I, Christopher Cohilas, Chairman of the Dougherty County Commission, do
hereby recognize April 13th through April 17th, 2015 as Albany-Dougherty Industry Celebration Week.
We further urge the citizens of the City of Albany and Dougherty County to join with the Albany-Dougherty Economic Development Commission in recognizing the importance of and celebrating the successes of existing industries in Albany-Dougherty County.
In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands and caused the seal of the City of Albany and Dougherty County to be affixed.
In wrapping up, I do want to make a few comments. It is really my pleasure and the mayor's pleasure to sit here and see such a large group of sophisticated and engaged businesses, both large and small. We thank you for your engagement in our community, your investment in our community,
and for choosing Albany. It strikes me each day as the One Albany campaign continues to move forward that we really are becoming One Albany. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you. Thanks, Commissioner and Mayor. We appreciate your continued support of our efforts to strengthen and grow Albany and Dougherty County. This morning, we've talked about the value of existing industries, about their business investments in our community, about the new jobs they create and employ our citizens, and how they give back and make our community even stronger. Every time our staff tours one of our existing industries, I'm amazed at the innovation and the resourcefulness employed every day by our talented workforce. I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. As an Albany native and as the economic development director here, I take no greater pride than when one of our existing industries chooses to expand in my hometown. Now you have the chance to see the incredible work being performed by 4 of our community's existing industries. Mayor, Mr. Chair, I know you just stepped back down, but if you'll join me on the stage for the awards presentation. The Global Commerce Award evaluates a company's global reach by considering the following: the company's primary market area, global exports over the past 3 years, percentage of export sales as a percentage of total sales. The winner of the 2015 Global Commerce Award is Miller Coors. Miller Coors' Albany Brewery has exported nearly 4 million barrels of beer during the last 3 years. Miller Coors has 8 breweries in the United States. Exports from the Albany Brewery account for 50% of all exports within the Miller Coors North American network. In Albany, Miller Coors produces nearly 9 million barrels of beer each year, or think about this, about 32 billion 12-ounce servings. Let's take a look at Miller Coors' story.
The Albany Brewery produces about 50% of all Miller Coors export business. That represents about 15% of our total volume produced here in Albany. The Miller Coors Albany Brewery employs over 550 people full-time. In addition, there are a number of contractors that service our business and provide other jobs, technical jobs, high-paying jobs in the community. We spend over $400 million annually with different businesses throughout the state to support our business, as well as contribute $25 million approximately in state and local taxes. Albany Brewery is one of 8 major breweries in our network. We produce between 8 and 9 million barrels per year here, and we produce about 45 different brands. For us, innovation is being able to respond quickly to changing consumer preferences. So, for example, we are making flavored malt beverages here in Albany. Once again, we're producing about 15% of our volume with flavored malt beverages. And that gives us the flexibility to be able to create new tastes, creative tastes, such as wicked mango and apple ale and blackberry and margarita flavored beverages for a changing consumer palate. So we have a lot of different things that are going on kind of through the brewery, in the brewery, throughout the brewery that kind of keep us really busy here.
Please welcome to the stage Tim Deal, plant manager at Miller Coors.
Tim, get in the middle of them there. There you go. One more time. I'm sorry.
Thank you on behalf of all of us at Miller Coors. You asked me to be short. I have to tell one quick story about doing business in Albany, Georgia. A couple of weeks ago, a group of us from our company went up to Washington, D.C. to lobby on behalf of our company for some important beer bills that are over in front of Congress at the time. And The Beer Institute is located right across the street from the Hyatt on Capitol Hill, and I'm walking across from a long day of work, and I'm walking back to the hotel, and I hear this pounding. And women, you can learn from this a little bit about men and the vocabulary that we need in order to communicate. I'm walking across the street and I hear this pounding, and I didn't know whether to duck or look up, and I looked up, and here is your chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, Tommy Clark, on the 4th floor of this hotel room, banging on the window as I'm walking across the street in downtown D.C., and I go like this. And his response was, and we were drinking a beer 5 minutes later. This award is timely for us. 7 or 8 years ago, we were exporting next to nothing out of Albany, Georgia, and you heard some of the numbers now. About 1 out of every 6 bottles or cans that comes out of Albany now is an export product. We have an economic impact in Georgia of about $400 million a year. We're working with, right now, we've been working on this for over 5 years. We got intense on it in the last year with help from people all over the state, specifically in our brewery and our company, but we're working on an intermodal transportation opportunity where we can ship on trucks to Cordele. From Cordele, we'll use rail and get it to Savannah, get it on a ship and get it overseas. That's a big deal to Georgia if we can keep that stuff that we're currently shipping out of Florida in our own state, and we can make that economic footprint even larger. A couple more things, and I'll finish this. The export business is different. It's harder. It takes folks who really understand the complications that are involved and the challenges that are involved with the different regulations and guidelines in Uruguay versus Australia versus Japan or Mexico or China or Puerto Rico, where we ship a lot of product. And I can tell you, some of the best experts in the country are sitting over at this table over here, both from our headquarters group and our local group, and I could not be more proud of them, and I hope you are too. Thank you very much on behalf of all of us at Miller City.
Economic impact can be measured in a variety of ways. For this award, the areas of focus include the number of years in operation at this location, economic impact of company on the community and or the surrounding area, expansions within the past 3 years, jobs created or retained, and capital investment, and increase in sales. The winner of the Economic Impact Award is Thrush Aircraft. Thrush manufactures air tractors in Albany for a global customer base. Thrush, which has been producing planes in Albany since 1970, will create 100 new jobs during the next 3 years, resulting in a $10 million economic impact. The new jobs will bring total employment at Thrush to nearly 300. Thrush recently designed and developed a new plane which will be mostly used for surveillance and fire suppression.
Thrush Aircraft is an aircraft manufacturing company. Thrush Aircraft is privately owned. We are able to customize airplanes for the customer without a lot of bureaucratic red tape. We do 80% of our business outside the United States, scattered from South America, Australia, to Asia. We have 2 new planes. One is a firefighting plane that we use in force firefighting throughout the world. The second plane is a patrol category plane that we use for surveillance and military purposes, and we're building those right now. Certification will take 2 to 3 years. The next 3 years, we anticipate a minimum of 100 jobs being created. Some are starting at the end of this year. With the existing agricultural plane, growth will be coming rapidly, and we'll still be producing lots of planes, lots of versions of the planes, so that when the next slowdown in the ag industry hits, we'll have other products to keep us growing. South Georgia has some technical schools that are good in the aeronautical business. The state of Georgia is pushing the aeronautical industry. Utility rates here in South Georgia are good. Standard of living is great. The weather is fantastic. We have an open gate agreement with the city and Dougherty County Airport to fly our planes off. Bringing in 100 jobs into Albany from an existing company would be huge, since most of the money coming in sales will be coming from outside the United States.
Here to accept the award for Crush Aircraft is owner Payne Hughes.
Guys.
I appreciate it. Appreciate the city of Albany and the commission and the grant that they've awarded us in the past year for the expansion. It's probably the first time I've seen a government agency do anything for local government other than those that are trying to get into the city or their community. So they took a step outside the boundaries of everybody else, and I appreciate it, and we'll not let them down. The employees we have, 180 now, will be growing. We're working all hard, and we won't let you down. So I appreciate it.
The Excellence in Innovation Award honors an industry that is excelling with a think outside the box approach. Some of the criteria looked at in selecting the winner are workforce excellence, breakthrough technology, innovative practices and procedures, clean energy programs, environmental improvements. The winner of the Excellence in Innovation Award is Sasco Chemical Group. Sasco is a third-generation owned family company that is celebrating 67 successful years due to its innovative culture. Most recently, Sasco developed a breakthrough product for the engineered wood industry that has alleviated the industry's historical problems with corrosion, adhesion release, and cleanliness. Let's take a look at Sasco's story.
Sasco Chemical is a 67-year-old chemical researcher and manufacturer based in Albany, Georgia. You can find our products in the rubber, wood, mulch, and biomedical industries. 20 years ago, we revolutionized the rubber industry with the release of our anti-tax products. We're so very excited with our recent launch of our release products for the engineered wood industry and what it's doing for that industry. That industry has faced corrosion, release problems, as well as cleanliness, and our products help solve all of those problems. Sasco has experienced double-digit growth over the last 7 years. We are so excited to open a new plant here in Albany, Georgia, that will launch 2 new verticals that will sustain that growth for years to come. Albany is all about the people. Our company begins and ends with our employees. The cost of living in Albany, Georgia is phenomenal, as well as the current business environment in Albany is outstanding. Being an existing industry in Albany, Georgia is a great responsibility. We want to continue to offer jobs to the local people here, as well as to support the Albany community as much as possible by giving back. Innovation has made us who we are today. By redefining ourselves through innovation, it can basically take our future many places, and it will define who we'll be tomorrow.
Sasco's Pam McDonald and Paul Joyner are here to accept their honor.
Getting there close, Chris.
Guys, thanks so much. Pam and I are looking to work for a company that's realizes that the key to growth in manufacturing is product innovation. As the video said, the company's shown double-digit growth over the last 7 years, and we're poised to do that again over the next few years. We've got a research team of 5 chemists led by Dr. Gary Freeman, who spend 3 to 4 years of time working on new chemistries for problems with existing customers or new customers. And that 3 or 4 year lead time plus about 1 year scale-up time in building new facilities to produce a product is a substantial investment of both time and capital. But hopefully it'll pay off for decades to come. So thank y'all so much for the honor, and we're proud to be a part of Albany's growth.
The Good Life City Award for Corporate Community Citizenship recognizes an industry's community engagement and commitment to social responsibility. Areas of consideration for the Good Life City Award include community involvement programs, community invested volunteerism, civic involvement programs, and educational partnerships. The winner of the 2014 Good Life City Award is Central Monitoring, a company that has dedicated itself to making Albany-Dougherty County a better place. Central Monitoring has contributed hours of volunteer services to nonprofit organizations, made in-kind donations to schools, churches, and charities, and through its One Warm Coat project has collected more than 13,000 coats for needy adults and children in the Albany area.
Central Monitoring is a local company. We install, monitor, and service both fire and burglar alarm systems for both residential and commercial customers. In addition to the local customers that we serve a total of 15,000 customers in 14 states. We're the only local UL listed or Underwriters Laboratory listed central station in the Albany, Southwest Georgia area. So we provide additional security for that. I believe that one of the reasons we've been as successful as we have is that we are really concerned about our customers. We believe that it's important for us to give back, that our customers are both our neighbors and our friends. So when we see a need, we try to do what we can to help with that need. We have given alarm systems to several local agencies that have had multiple break-ins. But our greatest success is probably our One Warm Coat drive that we do each year. This coming up year will be our 10th year. In the last 9 years, we've collected over 13,000 coats that have been given back to the community, to needy families and children. Local industries are leaders in the community as a general rule, and when they step up and support the community, it's an example for the community to know that those people need to step up and help support other agencies as well.
Here to accept the award for Central Monitoring is Judy Randall.
Wow, what an honor. On behalf of everyone at Central Monitoring, I thank you. We certainly couldn't do our coat drive every year without all the support that we get from the community and people donating those coats. I have a couple of business mentors here that I watched and learned over the years. I like to acknowledge Bobby McKinney and Luke Flatt. I saw you doing community service early on in my business, and I thought, well, maybe that'll work for us too. We have young people that work for us, and in many cases, they've never done any volunteer work. This is an opportunity for them to learn to give back to the community. And I want to thank the Economic Development Commission and the staff. They all do a great job helping promote the city, and I appreciate everything that the Chamber does. And on behalf of our company, thank you again.
We are fortunate in Albany-Dougherty County to have the diversity and caliber of industries that we do. Thank you for your investment in our community. It's an honor to work with you and to work for Albany and Dougherty County. Thank you all again for being here this morning to celebrate our community's existing industries. We also want to thank local guys John Tomlinson and Michael Klein of Modern Motion for their outstanding work producing today's industry videos. I'll turn things over to Chris Hardy, President and CEO of the Albany Area Chamber of Commerce, who'll close out the program. Before I do, I'm going to go a little off the script. You've seen today 4 great industries who do outstanding things for Albany and Dougherty County. My challenge to each one of you today, as you're leaving, is what are you doing to make Albany and Dougherty County great? So, thanks.
Thank you, Justin, and congratulations again to all the recipients of the awards this morning. You know, it's not only an honor to sit here and watch you be recognized, but it's also an honor to call each and every one of you members of our Chamber of Commerce. So thank you for not just your support of our community, as well as your support of our Chamber of Commerce. So let's give them another round of applause. I also want to thank the Albany-Dougherty Economic Development Commission. You know, we have a great partnership and a great friendship with the EDC, between the Chamber and the Convention and Visitors Bureau and the EDC. And there's several different examples that I could give to justify that, but I want to give one in particular, and they weren't really designed for this purpose, but they tended to just kind of come together. You all know by now about the There's Only One Albany campaign. That's an ongoing campaign. Its primary focus is to create an additional awareness and pride in our community. The Chamber not long ago launched our Think Local campaign. They weren't done at the same time. They were launched separately, but they really have the same end focus in mind. The Think Local campaign is similar to There's Only One Albany. When you think about There's Only One Albany, you want pride in your community. We want you to think about Albany, and that's what the Think Local campaign is about as well. You want to think about Albany and Dougherty County and think about doing business with the businesses that are here. For example, learn about what kind of brands Miller Coors. I bet you'd be surprised how many different, if you're a beer drinker, I bet you'd be surprised how many different types of beers that Miller Coors makes. I still get educated. I'm a consumer. The more educated we are about the businesses that are here, the better we are in a position to be able to support them. Sasco. Many people don't know what they do. Find out. Learn about the different products that they make. Support them in that way. Thrush. If you need an airplane, I'm sure Payne would be happy to build one. Would you, Payne? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gotta have the money. And central monitoring. If you're looking for a monitoring service for your home to protect your property and your family, no better place than central monitoring and a great businesswoman like Judy Randall. So let's give them another round of applause. Colonel Davis, I know this will not be the last time I see you before you depart, but you know, you have been a great advocate for our community. You've been a great advocate for our chamber. We appreciate your support to our country, and we also appreciate your support for us. You know, it's you've been a shining light for our Chamber of Commerce since you've been here, as well as our community. So let's give Colonel Davis another round. Couple quick housekeeping items, and real quick, Mayor and Mr. Kalis, if you would come to the podium after everything's done and take a few more pictures with some of our award winners, just for a couple minutes, we'd greatly appreciate it. A couple of upcoming events. In association with this event, we're going to continue to recognize and honor industry tomorrow night. We have a business after hours over at Doublegate Country Club starting at 5 p.m. So please come out. You know, it's a laid back, relaxed time. You know, mingle with other people in the business community. Mingle with those that have received awards tonight. Remember, please be there with us. Also on May the 5th starting at May the 5th. There is Small Business Appreciation Week. It's a big part of what we do here at the Chamber. Our culmination of that is on May the 7th. We're going to have our small business celebration where we honor the small business of the year. That's going to be held at Mary Acres in their event center, so we certainly hope you'll be able to join us. If you need more information, contact any of our chamber staff. You can also register on our website. And last but not least, Representative Reinders, it was a great legislative year. Great job. We appreciate all of our representatives and Senator Sims and all of those throughout the state. It was a really good year for us here in Albany-Dougherty County for a lot of different reasons that were on our legislative agenda. We're going to celebrate that on May the 14th with our Legislative Affairs Appreciation Luncheon. That's also going to be held at Mary Acres Event Center. You can also register for that either in person or on our website. Thank you again for coming. We appreciate you spending your time here with us this morning. Please continue to have a great rest of your week, and we will see you soon. We're adjourned.